What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the King in It podcast. This is season 4.
Did you just pretend to smoke a spliff?
I took a little drag it.
You're so weird.
So if you're brand new to this season, we are talking about all kinds. Last episode we talked about space. We've talked about myths and legends.
Yeah.
We've done... What else have we done?
Oh, I don't know, Craig, but I've learned so much.
True crime and the paranormal.
Yeah.
We literally just like anything interesting.
Getting it on.
Come to this podcast.
Brilliant.
Getting it on.
Just getting it on the podcast.
Would you like to come on the podcast, Paranormal? I'd love to.
I just want to say here that we do actually have this on YouTube recorded so that you can see us and watch us.
You can see me smoking.
Yeah. So I think that's why you did it, because we are on a podcast and no one's going to see that.
Thumbs up.
So yeah, if you fancy, maybe you've just come across this, you have no idea who the hell Craig and Amy are, and you're just like, wonder what they look like. Well, you can watch us on YouTube.
All right, you describe me and I'll describe you. If people can't, if they're just podcasting.
You know, on The Lion King, when the hyenas are talking, and Whoopi Goldberg, who's one of the hyenas, and she goes, ugly.
Oh! Smoked me.
I am just joking, my babes.
You know when you go to like
here we go.
a French patisserie and there's like a paedophile in the corner.
What on earth? You gotta have a beret on.
Going ho ho and rubbing their legs.
Touching himself.
That's Amy.
Give us a long croissant, love. Did that appeal to your reality?
Yep. Spot on. So there you go. This is the description of us. If you can picture us both now sitting here, one hyena, one pervy Frenchman.
But Craig the hyena's got a hell of a moustache.
It's pretty good.
He has been building it for a while, ladies and gentlemen. It is beautiful.
Thanks, babe. It's almost as good as yours.
Beautiful bit of work. Thank you.
So yeah, if you don't know who we are, we're Craig and Amy. We're currently living in a bus like a pair of hippies.
Yeah, we are, man.
We're travelling our own country of Wales.
Flipping nomads and that.
We are proper nomads.
Nomads.
With two
We're
mates.
bloody not. Look at the state of this bus.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's like it's like luxurious and big, and we can stand up and everything. Like, we're not
slumming it.
We're not slumming it.
We're kinging it.
We're kinging it.
So this season, like we said, it's a belter.
Yeah.
What you're going to get from this is you're going to learn something.
Never in my life do I think I'd be teaching people, Craig.
I know. It's probably quite dangerous. But also take this with a pinch of salt, because
Absolutely.
There's no fact-checking going on here. We haven't got a team. It's just me and Amy.
Just us two.
We did our research about 10 minutes ago and then we took a nap.
We did.
That's the level that we're working with.
Welcome aboard.
But you're also going to have your minds blown, because we've had our minds blown a few times on this podcast season, haven't we?
It's really been brilliant. That space one, honestly, I'm gonna become a space professor. I really will.
Don't give it your day job, love.
I wonder if you do get more than one life. Maybe that could be the next podcast, because there's so many things I want to be.
Like a French pedo.
No, I can't even say. What would be good for a day, but no, it would not.
Oh my God.
No, that's not something I want.
You're also going to find out how stupid we are. You've probably figured that out already. And hopefully you're going to have a little laugh.
Yes.
So this week we are talking about...
What is it?
Tribes and uncontacted peoples.
Mate, we've been talking about this for a while, haven't we? We just fist bumped. Really interesting. And we with the podcast, it's just like, what do you want to talk about next week? It's basically like asking, what would you like to learn about? What would you like to learn more about in the world?
Yeah.
Or just know more about? And that is definitely tribes.
Yeah, it is fascinating. And this is one of the hardest ones to research, because obviously most of them are uncontacted. So there's not much information out there.
No, we haven't got a bloody clue what's going on with them or how many of them there are, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll get into that in a bit. But if you listen to the last podcast, we ended it with another riddle.
Oh, here he goes.
Do you remember the riddle, or is it gone?
Not a clue, mate.
Right, so if you missed it, the one from last week was, I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I?
Go one more time.
I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? Think about it.
I have thought about it, Craig, and it's hurting my brain. Nelson, if you're listening, I'm backing you, mate. I'm hoping you got this one.
Our mate Nelly's loving this podcast. Thanks for listening, mate. Thanks to everyone who's listening as well. People leaving comments and reviews, 5-star reviews. We've
Yeah.
actually gone up in the charts. Oh, we hit 100,000 downloads.
Use your bloody buttons!
How did we forget that on the
we
intro?
Are thick as shit, Craig.
I know, we're literally just like, yeah, this is our little
Yeah,
podcast. 100,000
literally.
downloads, mate. That's so good.
Got an email off Podbean the other day. Congratulations, you've earned a button. Fucking button, mate.
You got a button, mate. Should we print that?
100,000. Yes.
Stick it on the bus.
Somewhere. Absolutely. So
yeah.
proud of you, Craig. Well done for that.
Yeah,
That's
you.
really
well done,
great.
Babes. It started out, me and you literally, we put a microphone on a box in my room and sat either side of it
Yeah.
in our pajamas.
Talking about India.
Now look at us.
Oh, well done.
Anyway, back to the riddle. If you like pulling your hair out, just tell us the answer to the riddle. The answer is a map.
Oh, for God's sake.
Easy when you know it, innit?
Oh, that's a really good one. I like that. I don't think I'll ever get one.
Before we get into the podcast,
We will get there, I promise.
we are going to say a massive shout out to our
Massive.
sponsor, Surfshark.
Yes.
Boom!
Bump.
If you're going to sponsor a podcast, it's going to be the King at One, innit? So
Yeah.
shouts out to Surfshark for believing in us.
They do. They're such a great company. We're like really good friends, like with our point of contact, Gabrielle.
Yeah, shout out to Gabrielle.
Shout out. We always do. What a babe.
Tell us about Surfshark then, babes. What do you know about it?
So Surfshark is like an online Big Brother. Basically, it's something you need to have on your laptop if you work on your laptop or just have a laptop in general. So
Or a phone.
yeah, or your phone. Yeah, of course, you can put it on multiple devices and use it all at the same time. So it kind of protects you from malware and like ads, tracked ads,
Yeah, anything dodgy that's trying to jump into your phone or your laptop,
basically.
Surfshark's like, no, mate. No.
Yeah, it has like uncrackable encryptions for your shit, you know?
That's what it says on the website.
But yeah, no, they'll take your data and they'll basically hide it from anybody who might want to, like steal your,
Did you say Gino?
do you know what I mean?
Jamin.
Anyone that might want to steal your bank details or even just your identity in general. Like people can do that. People are masterminds on the internet. They will take everything you've got if you would let them. So do not let them and get Surfshark VPN. Oh, I had so many people message this week actually saying I've got it.
Really?
They got it, yeah.
Class. Good for you guys. Honestly, it's one of those things that we always talk about
Yeah.
on the podcast, obviously, because it's a sponsor, but it's brilliant. We use it all the time. It's so cheap as well.
Yeah.
So another amazing thing, which I mentioned last time, is that it unlocks all the Netflix libraries in the world, basically.
Yeah.
In the planet.
Yes.
So you've got 15 extra libraries to choose from all over the world. But if you're from America and you want to watch BBC iPlayer or you want to watch Hulu, all that stuff gets unlocked.
Brilliant.
So if it wasn't cheap enough anyway,
Yeah.
we've got a deal for you.
Yeah, you do.
83% off. I'll say it again. 83% off and 3 months free.
Just a flipping joke, mate.
So all you have to do is go to surfshark.deals/RYOW podcast to claim your offer. Okay, tribes and uncontacted peoples. I got a little spiel here. Amy just sent me this.
Yeah.
Uncontacted peoples are communities or groups of indigenous peoples living without sustained contact to neighbouring communities and the world community, and includes indigenous peoples in voluntary isolation.
Flipping mad. I don't know. I feel like the world is so like advanced now.
So connected.
Yeah, big time. Like I love the fact that this is a thing, but I wonder how it's a thing, you know? It is so incredible.
Well, it's literally just a sort of flashback to how we used to live before there was overpopulation and before cities started getting builded with CBDs.
Were you part of a tribe, Craig?
Well, no, because I'm only 33
Oh.
and I don't live in the jungle.
You can be part of my tribe, Craig. But there is a payment fee every month.
Sounds like a bit of a scam, to be honest. So I got a little thing here. So there's all kinds that I found. So this little section here is from Brazil. In some cases in the 70s and 80s, the Brazilian government did try to establish peaceful contact with indigenous people. often with the aim of forced assimilation or relocation. So assimilation basically means they're like, you can come and join us and you can sort of integrate into our community.
Okay.
Lots of problems with that.
Uh-huh.
We'll get onto that in a bit. So what they did is they set up attraction posts. So it was basically offerings of metal tools and other things indigenous
Bribes.
Indians might find to be valuable. Yeah, kind of like bribes in a way.
Why? Did they want their land?
So they tried to lure them out of hiding, but this sometimes led to violent altercations or, more often than not, disease outbreaks, which is one of the craziest things about this, because you think about these people, they've had no contact with us.
Yeah.
And all of the shit that we spread around, like colds and flu and things like that, things that we've got really simple medicine for,
Yeah.
they catch a cold, they potentially could die.
Yeah.
And then go and wipe out the rest of their tribe. So it says here that isolated people have no immunity to some bugs, which have been known to wipe out up to half of the village's population in a matter of weeks or months.
Oh my goodness me.
So we were saying at the beginning, like voluntary isolation. There's no wonder they don't want to see us. They're
Yeah,
like,
of
I don't want your
course.
lurgies, mate. You can
Yeah,
stay over there
of
in the
course.
city. So it says here, during those years, missionaries traipsing into the jungle also delivered viruses and bacteria along with Bibles. So they ended up killing the people that they were meant
Why?
to save.
Why?
I don't know. I guess, them back in the 70s and 80s being strong religious people, they were trying to take them Bibles to be like, this is what we do.
Oh, so they didn't like bring a vial of disease.
No.
It came with it.
They just brought themselves.
Yes.
And they were obviously just carrying,
Yeah.
chlamydia and that.
That's crazy though. Like, what if you just didn't have a cold? Would the chance of like a germ or something would be bad enough?
Yeah, but I think we carry people just carry germs, don't they?
Filthy,
yeah.
filthy animals.
We are filthy people.
Speaking for you.
You in particular. So you come into contact with the tribe who's literally just been in. Some of these tribes, they're uncontacted for like 55,000 years.
That's mad.
And then you have a modern man go in with all his lurgies, and they've got no immune system for that. So they just like get ill.
And I guess over the times, like when people have tried to contact them, when people have gone to their land and have tried to approach them, over time they realise this makes us ill.
Yeah.
That's why they're so hostile.
Yeah, I think it's probably a culmination of a lot of things, but that's probably one of them.
Yeah.
They just don't, yeah. I've got an incredible story coming up later about this tribe, and they explain the reasons why they don't want any contact. So in 1987 in Brazil, this guy, Sidney Possuelo, then head of the FUNAI. So the FUNAI is the National Indian Foundation. It's basically a Brazilian government body that establishes and carries out policies relating to indigenous peoples. That's what it is.
Okay.
So the FUNAI is responsible for mapping out and protecting lands traditionally inhabited and used by these communities. So what you find is with these tribes, they'll live in a certain forest or national park, and then the government goes, you can't go in here because these people and the land is protected.
Yes.
Because they're like hunter-gatherers. They need that land to like hunt for their meat and whatever they do.
I guess there's like loads of fights against this though. Like why should they be allowed to stay there and stuff?
Yeah.
Nobody's got really rights anymore, have they?
No, but I feel like they're the purest form of human in a way, because modern technology is great for some things, but we're so
just pollute your mind.
We're so unconnected to nature.
Yeah.
There's no sort of spiritualness left really, apart from even when you do yoga or meditation these days, you're plugged in with headphones, and do you know what I mean? It's so like unspiritual.
So what about the way these tribes like would catch their food? You say they're hunters. What are they eating?
Well, it depends. They're all different tribes.
What if you were like, excuse me, mum, I'm a vegetarian. I saw on the I saw on the Discovery Channel, Babe, Pig in the City, and I do not wish to eat wild pig anymore.
Hang on. So if you're in a tribe, you haven't got a TV for a start. So
no TV.
You haven't seen Babe, Pig in the City because you don't have a TV.
No TV. Oh, I'm out. I'm not taking part in that then.
You weren't invited though.
Surely, you can't, like, would you want me in your tribe?
You definitely carry in some diseases, isn't you?
But it's fine, because if there's no TV, like, I don't want to be part of that anyway.
That's fine, yeah.
No, but that's what I mean. Like,
On your way then.
I've read that they eat sort of wild pigs, fish, honey, and berries.
Yeah.
So if you're vegan or if you're vegetarian, is that just not an option?
Well,
Like if you're like, this pig is beautiful, he's my best friend, please don't kill it.
I don't know what's going on here. Are you arriving at this tribe with a
No.
boat with a pig on it?
No, I'm in the tribe.
Right, so you wouldn't have a clue about that because you brought up in the tribe. So the way you live is that's how you live. So you.
But what about people that are brought up in carnivorous families that turn vegetarian? Like it happens.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking you. Could you live on a?
Could you be a vegan in a tribe?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could, but you probably wouldn't last that long.
No.
So basically, all of this stuff happened when they were taking the Bibles and their diseases and stuff. So the Funai department stepped up and was like, the current way that we're doing things is unacceptable. They said after seeing tribe after tribe demolished by disease, this guy concluded that isolated people should not be contacted at all.
Yeah.
Instead, natural reserves should be placed aside for them to live on. What I said earlier about them just being like,
that's
you
great.
Can't go
Isn't
here.
that great? Because like fair enough, they're humans and they've got a voice, but what about the animals? The orangutan in like, I don't know if it is specifically Borneo, but where they're chopping down
Borneo,
the rainforest for palm oil, they don't get. Where's the man saying, absolutely not, don't fucking touch him?
Well, this is the problem with the planet, isn't it? It's always about money. It's always about companies and corporations going, we need that palm oil, so just destroy that rainforest.
But this is
we'll
why
make
I think
short-term money.
It's really great that these tribes do still get to stay there, and they've got a voice on behalf of them.
So this is what the guy says. He says, isolated people do not manifest among us. They don't ask anything of us. They live and die mostly without our knowledge. When we do contact them, he says, they too often share a common fate, desecration, disease, and death. So basically, like, every time we contact these people, it's just bad news. So just leave them alone and we'll carry on doing our thing.
It's just selfish. It's just,
isn't it?
People just want to approach them for scientific reasons and for their own benefit.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the benefits of the tribe.
No, it's all selfish. And I think it's just the humanness of being nosy. Like, what do you do in your tribe?
Yeah.
Who's your mates?
They need to know.
How do you work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you wear that?
I would love to know inside their brains though.
Yeah.
Like if there was like a girl teenager, say her name was Betty, and she's seen a helicopter go above the land and she's like, oh my God, what is that? And imagine you could go in and just give her an iPod. Would she take it? Would she love it? Would she want to move away? Would she be that rebel? Like, is what, Moana? Did she leave?
I don't know. Did she? It's your favourite film, isn't it?
I think so. No, Mulan.
Oh, Mulan, yeah.
Film.
She's probably put the headphones in and be like, these tunes are shit. I can sing way better than this.
It depends. Well, if it was your iPod, then maybe. But, I mean, if it was mine, then she
Who's
would
got
love
Who's
it.
got an iPod? You're living in the 90s, you?
What's an iPod? iPod.
You're right, mate.
Oh, sorry. What are they called?
You got an iPhone now. We just upgraded about 10 years ago.
What did you lend me in uni?
An iPod.
An iPod, yeah.
Yeah.
You confused me then.
Yeah, they're now part of the phone now, aren't they? iPhone, remember?
Oh, I mean, they're generations above these tribes, so they're going to be...
They'll be all right with an iPod shuffle.
Yes. Betty will, anyway. But you know what I mean? I wonder if they grow up and they're like, I don't want this. Or do they not know enough about the rest of the world? They don't know anything about the rest of the world. So that is what you get.
Well, just imagine this. Like, so the way we live now and everything we've got and everything we do, imagine there was another society where, like, there was no... This is, like, hypothetical now, obviously. There's no crime. Everybody loves each other. Everybody's vegan. And that exists, but you don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what theirs is. You don't know that exists, and they don't know. Not I'm saying that that's what we are to them, because it's the polar opposite. We're I would never, if I was in a tribe, I would be like, keep me away from modern civilization. Would you? Or you'd like your TV too much, didn't you? You're like, I need to watch This Morning.
I would never know about Holly Willoughby. No, I'm not sure. But I find it really interesting, like, you know, we always come back to this question of if you could know everything, would you want to?
Yeah.
And I think for this particular reason, I would love to know. Like, say I went in there with a clipboard and I was like, right,
You'd be like, oh, all right, Karen.
What is it? No, don't be dissing Karens on this. If your name's Karen and you're a lovely person, leave us a comment and
Good
say,
for you, Karen.
My name's Karen and I'm a lovely person.
You need to undo the name.
Yes. Where was I going? So The Fifth Element, you know that film?
Right.
And your woman, she sits down and they show her like war in like 5 minutes. They show her all these images and she gets it in her head because they want her to be a fighter. Is that right?
I've never seen it, but yeah, go on.
Oh, good film. We'll watch
Is it?
that tonight. Yeah, sick film. Bruce Willis, he's my man. One of my faves.
You love Bruce, don't you?
Hang
babes?
on a minute. I'm going to lose my train of thought. So if I could go in, my name's Karen with a clipboard and one of these TVs that shows them in 5 minutes everything that the world is about. Little YouTube trailer of the world. Lord only knows what would be in it, good and bad. I would want to know the percentage of people living there that would go, I want to give it a try.
They would be like, fuck that.
You think?
It depends what you show them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be a 50-50 split of good and bad.
Yeah. But I mean, the bad is pretty bad, isn't it? But the good's good. But
I mean, like,
what would you show them?
what would I show them?
You can pick 2 events to show them in the world in the last 10 years. What would you show them?
A Krispy Kreme donut.
Just a donut.
I would show them a donut.
Right, so they're not going to know what that tastes like.
Me enjoying a donut and mentioning it. Describing it in 5 words. And I would show them... Flip, I don't know, because they're all about nature, and I feel like...
No, you have to choose a bad one now.
Oh, a bad one.
It's 50-50, yeah. So you have to show them a bad one.
Oh, I wouldn't want to.
You have to.
Oh, I don't know,
This
like
is the game.
bullfighting?
Oh, you're rude.
Oh, no.
I'm staying. I'm not joining. I'm not coming out for a donut.
But they're used to, like, they would be used to hunting wild boars and wild pigs.
Also, Krispy Kreme donuts aren't even vegan.
I remember my time before being vegan. Krispy Kreme, if you're listening, mate.
What would I show them? A lot of them live by the sea. I was going to say I'd show them a video of someone surfing, but they probably already know what that feels like.
Yeah.
So maybe
I've changed my mind.
I'd show... No, you can't change your mind.
Yeah. The city.
The city?
The girls. H&M, Zara and that. They'd probably love it.
Okay.
But you know, they walk around with their wobbles out, with their jammy dodgers just out.
They're whappers.
Because it's equality and all that, which I think is fantastic.
Mm.
That would be one of my rules of my tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just be topless, women.
Well, they're just butt naked.
And it
Most of them
wouldn't
are
be a
starkers,
thing.
aren't they?
I've got to wonder though, like how it works. Because if women took their tops off in this culture, there'd be a lot of eyes.
Yeah. But the problem with that is that in our culture, everything's sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
But with the tribe and the women walking around topless, they're not sexualized.
Yeah.
Like that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It
is just...
They're a tool to feed their kids.
Yeah, it's just straight up equality
Yeah.
and natural. I love that. I've taken my top off before on holiday.
Have you?
In like Spain and stuff.
Where
yeah.
was I?
It must have been before we got together, before we started vlogging.
Trying to get a boyfriend, were you?
No, but it's just so freeing and
Yeah, I
wonderful. Like, you don't get that. Like, challenge to all men right now, stick an underwired bra on for a week and see how it goes. Yeah? Put 2 melons in there and see how your back feels. I mean, I can't go with that because I don't have melons.
Tag us on Instagram if you do it. All right, 2 videos I'd show them. I'd show them a video of someone skydiving.
Okay, yeah.
And
they'll probably be more impressed by the aeroplane than the initial act of skydiving.
Probably seen aeroplanes though, haven't they? Flying over.
Sometimes.
Bad video, what would I show them? I'd show them a clip of Home and Away.
What do you mean?
Worst show ever made. Either that or Emmerdale.
That's not like a bad thing of the world,
they're going
though.
to see that and go, people sit in front of a box and watch this shite.
My mum's going to fuck you up.
Sorry, hell.
Emmerdale's a thing.
It's the worst. It's literally people watching a programme about people having a rubbish time in their lives.
It's drama, innit?
Honestly.
It's got the British nation hooked.
Unbelievable. All right, babes, what have you got for us then? You got some tribal action or what?
I've got some tribal action for you, babes.
Go on then. I can't wait for this.
I've got some communal sex sessions on the beach. Yeah, like it's a thing. All right, Craig, so I'm going to talk about the Sentinelese people. They live on the island of Sentinel in the Bay of Bengal, which if you're looking on the map is east of India, west of Thailand, like right in the middle. Their island is approximately the size of Manhattan.
Okay.
They have very similar physical characteristics to Africans with their dark complexion and tall stature.
Big fellas then.
Yeah, but we don't really know much about their culture or their language or their belief system or even how many of them there are.
Okay. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, really crazy. So I decided to take things into my own hands, Craig.
Oh, did you get a boat?
No, I didn't get a boat. You know, while you napped earlier, I fucking went to Senegal, mate.
Senegal?
Senegal.
That's in Africa, isn't it?
You know, while you napped earlier, I fucking went to Senegal. What's it called?
Have a day off, love, will you?
Sentinel. You know, while you napped earlier, I only went to fucking Sentinel. Okay, so Google Maps, yeah? I thought to myself, I'll see how many of them there is now. Drop the little man on North Sentinel.
Surely the Google car's not going there, is it? Is that what you actually tried?
No Street View data available.
Oh, no shock there.
I know, I thought it was so simple. I was like, I'll just go on there, count how many there are, let Wikipedia know. Simple.
Tell me you didn't actually try that.
No.
You actually tried that.
I thought I was genius.
You know how that data gets collected, yeah?
Oh, they put like a car?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, Street View car and that.
Yeah, I don't think they'd let a Street View Google car go on their island.
But if they
through
do,
the jungle.
If you're listening, which I know you're not, but if by somehow you get handed an iPod Shuffle, I would love to be the driver of the Google car. That would be great.
Oh,
Bucket list shit, that is.
if any
That's at the top.
any production companies listening, let's commission that. Amy goes to Sentinel.
So that didn't work. But looking at pictures of them, they wear little loincloths that are made out of string and leaves. And both sexes wear like little material necklaces and little headbands, which I thought were really cute.
That's cute.
But yeah, again, topless, shaved heads, everybody.
How are they shaving their heads with no clippers?
Can you do it with a rock? Okay, no.
Just scalping yourself for an hairdo.
Surely they've made scissors out of a rock.
Maybe when it gets really long, they just pull all their hair out.
No, because they've got a cute little, like number one or whatever you call it.
Give me a number one drive with a rock.
It looks really well done though, like a barber's done it. So I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that one.
All right. What else have you got on the Sentinelese?
So apparently they engage in communal sex sessions on the beach.
How do we know that?
I think when somebody approached the
You
island...
took your binoculars on your boat, did you?
No. I joined in. No, apparently when somebody went there, I think I read this, anyway, I'm not making it up. One of the women called over a guy. I think the women are in charge sexually on this
You just
island.
making this up, or?
No.
Right, carry on.
And then, yeah, they all just started having sex.
ID.
I'm sure I read that. So obviously that was one of the rules. Not a rule, but
What,
just
beach sex?
But just something that they follow. Like it's okay to do that on their island. So my question to you is, what rules would you have on your island?
That one.
I beg your fucking pardon.
But this is the thing, isn't it? Adam was telling us earlier, in these tribes, monogamy is a thing. So
Yes.
this is what Adam said. So Adam from Jits into the Sunset, if you're listening to this.
Throwing him under the bus.
Throwing him under the bus. He said, if a lady gets pregnant and then she has sex with more men after that, then they're all responsible for the baby when it comes. So if the baby starts crying, it's not, oh, mate, your baby's crying. It's, oh, the baby's crying, and everyone jumps in to help.
Which I think is lovely.
It's quite nice, that community vibe, isn't it?
In that way, Craig, yeah. But not the other.
Oh, you said you joined in just now.
I was joking.
So was I.
You bloody better have been. You have one partner, flipping me, yeah? And that's it. So these guys have been called by experts the most isolated people in the world.
Mad.
Like, just have a think about that. They've met nobody else. We don't know how many of them there are on this island either, which is crazy. But they're happy with that, like more than happy. We don't even know what they call themselves or what language they speak.
That's mad.
Who's creating that language as well? I'd love to hear it.
Also, like, I don't think they're happy with that. They're probably terrified of the outside world. So yeah, in a sense, I think they're probably really happy and they're content because they've got everything they need. But at the same time, they're probably constantly worried about like invasion. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't even, if they've never heard or can't understand any other languages, they don't know what's going on. So everybody who approaches, they're enemies to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because they're coming in like electric boats and stuff. And they're like, what is that?
Yeah,
What's
like
that noise?
from the
What is that
future.
material?
Yeah.
Things like that, you know, like really scary stuff. But yeah, any contact with the outside world could put them at deadly risk of disease because they're unlikely to have any immunity against it. Like they haven't been able to build that up. Indian law suggests it is illegal for anybody to come within 5 nautical miles of this island.
Good.
Which is really cool. But people still do. Most of what is known about the Sentinelese has been gathered from people just viewing them from boats far away. So basically, they're known as the most hostile of islands. And if you get close, they will attack you with poisonous arrows, machetes, and iron tip sticks.
Crikey.
They've killed. That's how hostile an environment this is.
Bloody hell.
I've got a story about a guy who did approach the island.
Okay.
So he's 26-year-old American missionary called John Allen Chow. So in November 2018, he was killed by the Sentinelese during an illegal expedition to the island.
Oh.
He went over to try and convert the tribe to Christianity.
Oh, bloody hell, John.
And as a foreigner, he should have obtained permission to visit the island. So I guess
Which he wouldn't have got because you're not allowed to go there,
not allowed
John.
to go there.
And you're not supposed to be trying to force your religion down people's throats, and that's what you get for it.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have known. He obviously did research on this island. It's 2018. There's like
That's mad. That's
quite
only
recent.
3 years ago.
Yeah. So
Bloody
there
hell.
is research on it to say that they don't want to see anybody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So nobody is allowed on North Sentinel, which is their island. So you cannot go there.
I find that so egotistical.
Yeah.
For someone to be like, my religion is so important that I need to go to this uncontacted tribe and tell them about it, even though they can't speak my language.
Yeah.
Like, get over yourself, John. Do you know what I mean? Stick to where you live from.
So
That doesn't even make sense.
stick to what you are.
Stick to where you live from. Stick to where you live.
I get you. So he paid 2 fishermen 25,000 Indian rupees or 240 quid to take him as close to the island as possible. The fishermen were later arrested.
I'm glad they survived anyway for 240 quid.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't have done it. It's naughty, but that's a lot of money for someone from India.
Yeah. After they took him as far as they could, he got in a kayak and took the boat and attempted to communicate with them upon the first contact, but he left gifts and retreated when the villagers started striking their bow and arrows at him. So he literally legged it. However, later he went back to the beach. He again abandoned his kayak and swam back to the boat in a panic when one of the villagers shot an arrow at him, which struck the Bible he was holding.
Hell of a shot.
I mean, I think you get the picture. Like, they don't want you there.
Don't want your Bible, John.
No. So he went back one more time on November the 16th. This would have been the last date that he was seen alive.
So wait, he's gone and then he's gone back.
Yes.
Like, is he like going to a boat that's docked, like away from the islands? Or he literally going all the way back and then going again?
I'm not sure. It didn't specify. But he asked the fishermen to drop him off alone on the island after thinking that the tribe might feel more comfortable if they didn't see a foreign fishing boat. So I think he left. Chow admitted in his diary that he was scared, but it was worth it to declare Jesus to these people. He was then killed by the Sentinelese, and the fishermen who had left him there said that he had seen the tribesmen dragging a body along the beach and burying it.
Bloody hell.
No, so his body was never recovered, although Indian officials did make several attempts.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I should have just left him there.
Yeah. Well, it's very much like he was very much criticised and praised by other people. Some people called him a martyr. Others said that.
Why? Why is that a
I
martyrous
guess they
thing
just
to
thought
do?
he was very brave, trying to go and
They don't want you there,
connect them
John.
with- yeah.
That's what I mean. It's all about the person's being so selfish
Yeah.
and so all about them.
Mhm.
It's got nothing to do. He didn't want to do anything for them apart from just spew his religion.
Yeah. But then obviously CNN got a hold of this, and then the Sentinelese then were seen as the bad guys. They've killed an
See,
American.
that's the thing as well. Is like they're literally trying to protect their people.
Yeah.
And then all
and
of a
you
sudden,
know it. You know not to go there. Like
Yeah.
he would have known. I don't know if he confided in anyone or if anyone was like, "Listen, John, I don't think this is a very good idea." But like he was 26. He was young. He was a traveller, and he just wanted to go and talk to them about Jesus. But you know, there's knocking on a door, and then there's going to an island that don't want you.
Do you know what John should have done? He should have got a plastic microphone, stood in the centre of town,
Of
and
Cardiff.
just sung a few songs, about Jesus.
Yeah.
And he would have had a good life.
He would have.
There you
And he
go.
could have made a lot of friends as well.
All right, my tribe is called the Masco Piro.
Nice.
So they're in Peru,
Mhm.
which hopefully we're going to next year.
Yes.
Trip's delayed because of COVID. Cheers, COVID.
Flipping brilliant.
So in a place called Madre de Dios. So the Masco Piro, this tribe is protected along with the land they live on, like we said before.
Nice.
It's like another one of those places. But
Yeah.
they've been coming out of the jungle and making contact with local villages.
So my island that I just talked about was on its own, surrounded by water in the middle of the sea.
Yeah.
Yours is connected to the land, is it?
It's across the river from a lot of villages in this place in Madre de Dios. So the mad thing about this one is that there's a few fellas going over there in boats to see them. One guy in particular is being given a nickname by the children. So because they're so close, this guy can understand like 80% of their language. So the children from the tribe have given him a nickname, and it's Yotlotle is the name, which translates to giant otter.
Oh, this lovely.
It's cute, isn't it? And the guy on the video, he actually looks like an otter as well.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got like this cute little face. So this guy, he knows them all by name, and they all sort of have like really naturey names. So the head guy's called Honeycomb. That's the translation.
Amazing.
Then there's his wife's called Turtoise.
Nice.
And then the daughter's called Hummingbird.
Wow.
It's cute, isn't it? But
That's
obviously
lovely.
they've got tribal names, which
Yeah.
are much cooler, but I couldn't pronounce them. But this guy says even though they make contact and he talks to them, he says they'll kill you for the smallest things.
Whoa, my goodness.
So they've still got that tribal instinct where they're, you know, like in the Western, just in society, there's rules, there's laws, you know, you can't just go around killing people for like nicking your banana or whatever it is.
Mhm.
But they've still got that instinct where they're just like, if you cross me or I don't trust you, then you're dead. So he says, even though he makes contact, and there's footage of this, is mad. I'll have to link the YouTube video, but they'll take the boat across the river. He'll talk to them, but he said when they go back to the jungle, he says goodbye and he leaves them there.
Yeah.
He says he'll never go with them alone into the jungle because he just doesn't know what might happen.
But that's not like inbuilt in them. They wouldn't just kill him, would they?
They wouldn't just kill him, no, if he was being friendly, but he said, like he says, they'll kill you for the smallest thing. So this guy, Big Otter,
Yeah.
is that what I said his name is?
Big O, yeah.
Giant Otter.
Giant, oh yeah.
So this guy, Giant Otter, he's from a village that's really close to the tribe. It's like directly across the river. But then just up the river, there's another village of 170 people. And because they live slightly up the river, they can't understand the language of the Masco Piro. So what the tribe started doing, the Masco Piro, and they're not sure why, but they started nicking pots and pans from this village. So they would go into the villages, like going across the river, nicking pots and pans and machetes, and raiding their banana plantations as well.
Okay.
So I guess they're just trying to survive. Maybe
They don't have it.
maybe
Yeah.
the food's scarce over there. You know, they're running out of fruit, or there's not a wild boar to hunt or whatever's going on. But because they don't speak the language, there's this like they can't communicate, so they can't sort of say hello and sort of soften the blow or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I guess a little bit would be scared as well, like, you know, taking things that aren't yours. Or maybe that is a thing. sharing everything you've got might be a thing on there. Might be one of their rules on their island.
Yeah, I guess if they're
So
coming
taking
over and they're
things.
seeing stuff, they may be like, oh, well, this is just a free-for-all. But
Maybe.
because of the breakdown in communication, it's causing like rifts. So there's an interview from the woman from this village. She describes the Masco Piro coming at her mum and threatening to kill her.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's not a share thing then.
Yeah, I guess not, no. So they started firing arrows at her.
Oh my god.
And so she had to leg it. She's the first arrow just went past her skirt.
Oh my god.
One of them went over her head, and then she managed to get into her house, close the door, and then the last one went into the door.
Oh my god.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Just to think there's humans with bow and arrows,
Bow and
literally just like
arrows.
pop, pop. What happened then is her little brother came out, fired a shotgun in the air, and then they all like ran off. So then they
Okay.
left the village. But a few weeks later, a 22-year-old from their village was struck and killed by an arrow.
22.
So this kid was a chef from Cusco, like one of the biggest cities, and he came back to visit his family. And whilst all the men from the village that day were out working on the roads, so he was like kind of one of the only people left.
Yeah.
They came in again. The Masco Piro came in to hijack the village and nick some more stuff, and he followed them with a digital camera,
Oh, sugar.
and he was trying to take photos of them. And then they ended up shooting him in the chest with a bamboo-tipped arrow measuring 2 meters.
God.
How mad is that? So the dad in this interview, he's like so cut up, and they're like really strong Christian faith in this village. And he's like, my instinct was just to go and get revenge, but he's
Right.
like so angry about it. But he's like, I can't do that kind of thing. At this point now, the villagers are fuming because this tribe is protected. There's no repercussions.
Ah, right.
So they can't go over there and go, who did it? We're arresting you.
Did they know how naughty they were before they were like, nah, no one can touch you?
What do you mean? Did they know how naughty they were?
Well, if they're committing crimes against the next, surely they're not going to protect them. They're going to say, listen, you can't do this.
Well, I think obviously they must hold a lot of moral values within their tribe. They don't kill each other
Yeah.
for obvious reasons. But there must be something inbuilt in them, like where their instinct is they're going to the villages to get the bananas and stuff to survive. So they're trying to look after their people. If there's someone coming at them with a camera trying to take photos, they're seeing them as a threat, and so they're just again trying to protect their people.
But your man with the camera only came after them after they'd come in and started shooting the place down.
Yeah, but they weren't shooting the place down. They were just nicking pots and pans and machetes and bananas.
I thought you said they just went and shot this woman.
No, this is a separate occasion.
But that was before, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're naughty.
You say they're you say they're naughty.
Yeah.
But like that woman might have been shouting at them. And so they're like, right, there's someone who's not from our tribe shouting at us. We need to kill her because she's going to attack us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not like a black and white. They're like, oh, I might break the law. Do you know what I mean? It's totally different. You got to kind of shift your whole perspective of thinking.
Maybe. If you're going out, they say it in London, if you go out with a knife, you're intending to use it. If they're going out with bow and arrows.
Well, yeah, of course they're looking after their people. So let me carry on with this. So the villagers are fuming, obviously. The other thing
I'm fuming for the villagers.
The other thing that's happened is that tourism has dropped to zero. Nobody wants to go to this place.
Because they know how dangerous
Because
it is.
they know that these tribes
I
might
would have
come in.
gone.
I wouldn't go getting shot with a 2 meter bamboo.
No, you take what do they have in castles? Suit of armour. You wear that. It might be a bit hot, but go inside, stick it on, half an hour outside, come back in.
Or like an Iron Man suit.
Yes.
And then you can just have a camera out and just snap away.
Exactly.
Yeah, villagers fuming. So the other repercussions are the crops aren't being tended to. The fishing boats are just laying idle.
Because they're too scared.
The villagers are just abandoned the place.
Okay.
There's only a few left. But the other factor is that some of the people in the local villages are descendants of the tribe, which is like another plot twist. So
is this some Jerry Springer shit? They
Yeah.
go on Jerry Springer.
This is some Jerry Springer shit.
My mum shot me in the leg with a bow and arrow.
I don't know if they'd have that accent.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lady on there who she was born in the bush, and somehow she was taken from the forest as a child, and she was brought up by one of the guys in the local villages. So she feels, she there's like a special name for it, but she sees them as their family. She's like,
Right. Yeah.
and she's like, oh, they're not happy there. She says
Uh-huh.
she feels like they're not happy, and she's getting really upset. Bless her.
You probably don't know the answer to this, but I'm wondering if she'd be accepted to go and speak to them.
I don't know.
I mean, I know she probably couldn't speak their language, but if she spent a year with them, you know, she could get to know them, get to know their language, and literally try and speak and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, maybe. Giant otter's on the case, so maybe you'll figure it out.
Big O, yeah.
Big O.
What happens? Don't tell me that's the end of your story.
That's all I got.
For God's sake!
That's all I got. That's all I watched in the video. But that's the thing is like they're protected. They're
naughty.
Well, they're doing their bit for their people, and the villagers aren't happy.
I can't actually believe you've come to me with this, and there's no ending. You hate films that or documentaries that don't give who killed them at the end and stuff like that.
The best part about this is you can go away and you can do research and you can find out more. So the podcast never ends.
I've just spent an hour listening to this bloody podcast and I don't get an ending.
But it's not an ending. It's a continual thing. They're still there. They're still existing. One of the other things that was on the video was that there was a girl from the tribe.
Yeah.
And they started like first contact, they called it.
Right.
So she's come over from the tribe and she's like wearing clothes and she's like being integrated into the village.
See, now that's a story like I'd love to hear about as well.
It's mad. So it does happen. But the thing they're saying is like...
Did they give her an iPod shuffle?
I think she did. It was part of the package, yeah.
Amazing.
The care package.
Was it orange like the one I used to have?
Orange, yeah. And you get a bottle of Evian as well when you come over.
L'Evian. Do they say that when they give it to her?
Yeah.
Evian. Let me just give you a little quiz.
Go on then.
It's like the world's smallest quiz. But I just found this first question absolutely fascinating and I didn't believe it and I still don't believe it. How many indigenous people are there in the world?
Indigenous people?
I mean, we've done a lot of research, so you might know the answer. Indigenous people.
Tribes or people?
People that live in the tribes.
4,000.
No, a lot more.
Oh, really?
Yes.
50,000.
Babe, there's 370 million.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but that's including like tribes that you can like visit in Thailand and people in North America. Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
I didn't specify.
I thought you were talking about like uncontacted tribes that we've been talking about.
That wasn't in the question.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, man. 370 million.
Well, that doesn't shock me that much, to be honest.
It just shocks me.
Indigenous tribes, yeah, they're everywhere.
But I've never been to one. I've never met a person from a tribe.
You probably have.
I don't feel like I have. And I would love that. That would be something I would love to do. Not for my 50th, because that's like far away, but I'm thinking for a special occasion.
50th? Don't write your life away, babe.
I just want to see an indigenous tribe for my 50th. No, but it would be great. We would learn so much. And I think we'd flipping love it, Craig.
Yeah. But maybe they don't want us there. So
No.
we
would never go somewhere we weren't welcome. Never.
So if you're listening to this and you want to invite us to your tribe, we'd love to come for the day.
Yeah. We'll bring Costco cake. Oh my God, they'd love us. I'd love us.
And an iPod shuffle.
And an iPod shuffle. The next quiz question. How many languages out of 7,000 currently used worldwide are spoken by indigenous people?
2,000.
4,000. More than half.
Mad.
More than half of the world's spoken languages are by indigenous people.
That's mad.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Makes sense though, really.
Well, yeah, if there's that many people, 370 million.
Well, not so much that, because there's like 1.2 billion in India, but there's only like a couple, there's like...
You trying to do geography maths? Let's not do that.
I'm trying to figure it out. There's way more. I was going to say a couple, but there's like 30
yourself.
languages in India. But 30 languages for 1.2 billion. But it's because they all live in the same proximity. They all need to communicate. But if there's indigenous tribes dotted about on little islands everywhere, and there's loads of them, it makes sense.
Yeah, man. I'd love to make up a new language.
Next question.
Next question is, how do people qualify as indigenous?
Good question. No idea.
Self-identify. There's no rules.
Should we start a tribe?
Yeah. I thought you'd never ask.
The excitement then. Yeah.
Should we do my rules?
No.
I want a puppy. No. I want a micro pig. That'll be and a blue whale. That'll be
A blue whale? Where are you going to keep it?
If
You
I
need a
can
big
have two.
tank.
I'll just put a sticker on his back. He's mine. Gordon. And I promise to look at you and love you forever.
Gordon. Oh, funny. All right, I got one more tribe to tell you about.
Love it.
They're called the Jarawa. And they live on the Andaman Island in India.
Sick.
So this is a fascinating story. I watched a video on this. There's a full documentary on it. You can
Oh,
watch
is
it.
there? Oh,
Yeah, we should watch it because I only watched 10 minutes to get the gist of what was going on.
yeah, bro. Let's do that.
So this place, all forms of access are forbidden.
Okay.
Well, they were. So they are the last remaining descendants of the earliest humans from Africa. And honestly, when you see...
Who told you that?
But when you see these people, they're so fascinating to look at.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. They've got like really dark skin,
Yeah.
like really big brown eyes and like really warm smiles. They
Yeah.
just like look super happy. And they look really youthful as well. Like even the older people in the tribes, they look quite young.
Yeah.
Maybe they just filmed a bunch of young people, but they're just incredible to look at. Just seeing like faces you've never seen before. Like I've never seen a face like look like these
that's
faces.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I like that.
So
Show me a picture then.
I'll get up in a minute. So they were uncontacted for 55,000 years. Unbelievable. No one contacted them for that long.
Honestly, this blows my mind. It really does. I can't wrap my brain around it. 55,000 years, just there, continuing their own belief system, their own culture, their own language,
Unbelievable.
morals, the way they live.
Crazy, just living off the land.
I don't want to be as selfish as John Chow, but I would love to go. I can understand why people are like, oh, please be my friend, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be so interesting.
Well, wait for this to unfold because this is mad.
Okay.
So in the language of their traditional tribal enemy, Jarawa means hostile or foreign.
Oh, did they give themselves that name?
I'm not sure if they gave it to them, but it says in the language of their enemy. So I guess that's what they're called by other people. So I don't know if they say that we are the Jarawa people.
So like when we've had an argument, I'm like, Craig's a dickhead. That's me calling you a dickhead.
Yeah, but I don't go around going, hi, I'm Craig the dickhead.
No, you don't, but you should.
So it's not only a name, but a reputation. Sailors believe them to be cannibals. And
Oi.
the famous Marco Polo, who was the Italian explorer, said they have the heads of dogs. That's how he described them.
Right.
But
they have them on sticks outside their house or something.
what? No, he's describing how they look.
Oh, how they look.
Yeah, but Marco Polo was full of shit, mate.
Oh, okay. I didn't know him personally.
But there's a French duo of documentary filmmakers who went to the island. Alexandre Deharmes and Claire Belver.
Both women.
No,
He's
Alexandre's a man, Claire's a woman.
So they were allowed to go there.
Yeah.
Why?
It'll make more sense when I tell you more about it. So what they discovered when they went to film was quite the opposite of their reputation.
I hate this.
Yeah, always the same, isn't it?
Yeah, always the
Always
same.
people just talking shit about people.
Like
and it's
Iran,
not true.
when we
just
went
like
there,
Iran.
talking crap, and they were the most beautiful people.
So the opening scene is one of the women, and she starts out by saying, "We sing when we're happy, and I'm always happy." And then she says, and then the guy's like, "We live quietly in the forest, and we are happy." And that's what they
Nice.
said.
Yeah.
And like I was watching it, and like every time he was speaking, I was just like smiling. They've got like really high pitched voices.
Oh, really?
I'm going to play you a little clip now. I've linked my phone up,
Oh,
and
nice.
I've got it here.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but
Little
I
cry.
had a little smile. So this is one of the ladies. So cute, like such nice, lovely little voice.
Yeah.
So this is the first sort of introduction to them. So they like paint each other's faces with like they must like make.
Face paint. That's
You'd be
the thing.
all over that, wouldn't you?
All over that.
So like I said, where they live is protected, but there was a road built in the 70s. It was supposed to be a road that connected smaller towns to the capital city of Andaman, but there's a strict lane of traffic. And so it's basically like a military convoy.
Right.
And you see on the video, it's literally just a line of cars. And there's strict rules. So you're not allowed to leave your car. You're not allowed to take pictures at all.
This goes through their island, does it?
So there's like, when you see it on the map, the tribe lives on the left part of the island,
Okay.
and the road runs kind of alongside the jungle where they inhabit.
Okay.
And it goes from the south all the way to the north. But there's lots of photos of the Jarawa, and obviously because people started taking sneaky photos, then the tourism began.
Okay.
So what people started doing, which obviously weren't allowed to do, is they started
Just take that road.
advertising.
Oh no.
Like, you can see the Jarawa tribe.
Oh.
Honestly, humor's always about money.
Who first started that? Off with their heads, Craig.
Yeah. And there's lots of videos that started surfacing of like children dancing, and they were actually being filmed by like local police, like from the tribes.
Right.
So they like get them to dance, and then they give them food or whatever.
Right.
So it's essentially like a human zoo. So all these cars are going down, the tribes are coming out, and they're giving them food.
And the tribes want this food, do they?
Well, yeah, I guess they're coming because they're sort of looking to see what's going on.
What they can be given. Everybody loves a gift, don't they?
So since people started making contact, they now use mirrors to apply their face markings. They use scissors,
right,
so they can do the proper haircuts.
Yeah.
And they now wear clothes as well.
So this is a thing that they've taken on, like, because surely, if they wanted to be left alone, they maybe might be a bit more hostile. But they've actually taken scissors, taken mirrors, so they're accepting an easier way of life.
Kind of, yeah. But the problem with it is it grows and grows and grows, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So
do they want that though? You know.
Well, I guess they're taking those things on.
But it is strange because they don't live far away from civilization, and they could just walk there, couldn't they? They could integrate in a way.
They could, yeah, but they don't want to. Like, they make it very clear on the video that that's not what they want.
Okay, but they are accepting scissors and things.
Yeah, things that are kind of making their lives easier. And they used to use candles with like beeswax, but now they've got torches.
Right.
So they've been given torches and things like that.
Okay.
But the main problem that they've got is that, like all like areas where there's like animals to be hunted, poachers are going in.
Right.
And there's an interview with the two guys from the tribe, and they're saying like about these poachers coming in, and they talk about alcohol, and they say these poachers, they keep trying to give them alcohol, and they're like, we don't want that stuff, we don't like it, and they're like, that's your world, not ours.
Yeah, yeah.
And the interview's mad. It takes a turn like that. So they like look really young. These guys, they've got their headdresses on, and they got their tribal gear, and they've got these high pitched kind of innocent sounding voices, and they're talking about alcohol. And then the poachers kept coming, and they wouldn't listen. And they're like, and that day we killed 10 of them. They were just like
God.
deadpan. He's like, and the main guy is like, I killed 3. I killed 3 of them with bows and arrows. So good for them in a way, but it's the way they say it is so like deadpan and so like matter of fact. It's like, if you come here and you try and, fuck with us, we're literally gonna just kill you.
That is terrifying, isn't it?
It is, but they say it so like it's just the way it is. It's like it's a threat to their societies. It's a threat to their culture. So, and obviously the poachers are there. So the poachers are there killing their boar, so they can't eat. So there's a food scarcity. So they're having to fish.
That's fair enough.
And they're having to find other ways. And what they ended up doing was having to hunt deer. But for some reason, the tribe's women were like, we won't eat it. They wouldn't eat the deer. I don't know whether it's because they think they're cute or something.
Yeah, maybe.
So they're only able to eat fish now because of these poachers. So that was part of the reason.
What's that word you keep using this week?
Cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a whole new podcast in itself.
That's a whole new podcast. So yeah, after all these videos and photos of these kids dancing and stuff started going literally viral, it was all over the newspapers and stuff. So there was like international outrage. The Indian authorities had to put some measures in place. So basically what they show on the video is there's signs on this road saying, do not feed the Jarawa, do not take photos of the Jarawa.
Sound like animals.
I know, it's literally like, it's horrendous.
Yeah.
But this is something that is like happened in the past, like in Europe. Like people were brought over from Africa, and it was almost like, tribal displays just for people, like human zoos.
That's crazy.
So it was almost morphing into that, which is just awful. So the threat to the Jarawas is that they could be forced to assimilate into society, like I was saying before. And the problem with that is disease is one.
Yeah, of course.
And also they would be the lowest of the low in society in terms of education.
Of course, yeah.
In terms of language, they would have a completely different language. So they would have to start at the bottom of the pile. So it's just like for them, for that to happen, it's just like really bad.
That's crazy. Because there's kind of no way around it. Like, the surrounding areas or the surrounding country can't just go, well, we'll just give them food. They would have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But how are they paying for it?
Yeah.
You'd need a job. You couldn't get a job.
Yeah.
What is best for them, you know?
I know. It's such a minefield. But the other problem with that is the land where they live is protected because they're a tribe.
Yeah.
But if they accept assimilation, then the land's no longer protected. And then that means that development will happen. So basically they'll just move in and start building buildings there because obviously the jungles, you see the footage of the jungles and there's kids jumping in rivers and swinging from trees and it just looks so beautiful.
Do you think they're wondering how much they can get away with?
Who?
The Jarawa. They're like, oh, baby, you got a mirror? Just give me a mirror. What about food blender?
Got an iPod Shuffle?
I'm not giving in to anything. I'm just borrowing it.
I'll give it back.
I will give it back.
I'll throw it back over the fence. But yeah, the problem with that is the develop would come and then the tribe will die out and then the tribe is no more. And it's like society has literally gone, this is how we live, accept that, become part of us, and then the tribe just dissipates.
Yeah.
It's so sad when you think about it.
It is. I hate anything that becomes extinct.
Yeah, but the guys who shot this documentary, we need to watch it because it looks amazing.
Okay.
They've actually set up a campaign called We Are Humanity. I've already signed the petition because I was like, this is amazing.
Well done.
So I'll leave the link, but it's organicthejarawa.com. So they're raising money to try and help them and they're signing the petition to just keep them protected, basically.
Nice. Okay.
So go and sign that if you're listening. That would be great.
That would be
Save the Jarawa people.
Yeah.
And don't fuck with them as well. All right, next part of the podcast, we'll round it up shortly, but would you rather?
Oh, would I bloody rather? Right. All right. This is so weird that you've just snuck this into the podcast now, but...
It's funny though, isn't it?
Okay.
All right, first question is, would you rather have one real get out of jail free card or a key that opens any door?
Key, please. Don't plan on going to jail anytime soon.
Think about it though.
What?
What would you go to jail for?
I wouldn't.
You could rob a bank. You could rob a bank.
I'm not a French paedophile. I'm not going to jail collecting no 200 quid and all that jazz.
No, but think about it. You could go to a bank or Las Vegas, steal like £4 million, and then just go, "Oh, see you later, mate. I'm out of jail."
Oh, right, okay.
So you rushed that answer.
I did rush it.
Same question applies. What do you think?
I changed my mind.
But a key that opens any door.
No point.
But the thing is, if you use the key to open the door, what are you going to do with that?
Exactly. If you've got the key to the world's biggest safe of money,
arrested,
you're going to get arrested. So yeah, I'll take the get out of free jail card. Get out of jail free card.
I thought you said it wrong. I was like trying to process that in my brain then. I was like, what?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do with that. I'm not as brave as Ricky Gervais. He goes to a lot of different countries and saves dogs.
Right, okay.
And I would just love to round up every dog fighting owner. Any person that exploits dogs, put them all in one room.
Bloody hell. Do I want to hear the rest of this?
You can see where this is going.
I can see where this is going.
And I'll use my get out of jail free card there, please.
Okay, well spent.
Took a very dark turn. Do you have another question, please?
No, that's it for this week, but I do have a riddle.
Oh, go on then.
To finish the podcast. This one's a little bit different as well. It's not just a one-word answer. You ready for it?
Yeah.
A woman shoots her husband.
I know it. I bloody know it.
Don't say the answer.
She's got it!
Don't say the answer. A woman shoots her husband, then holds him underwater for 5 minutes. Next, she hangs him. Right after, they enjoy a lovely dinner. Explain.
Can I have that one more time for the people at the back?
A woman shoots her husband, then holds him underwater for 5 minutes. Next, she hangs him. Right after, they enjoy a lovely dinner. Explain.
Nice one. That's a very good one.
It's good, isn't it?
I was racking my brain on that for that the first time I heard it, and then you gave me the answer, and I was like, of course.
Makes
of
sense when you know it.
Yep.
So that is it for this week's podcast, lads. Thank you so much to everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Everybody who's commented.
Anyone that's left the review, we love them. We love reading them. We get a little email to say, your podcast's got a new review. So we always read them, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It's brilliant. We can't reply to reviews, but thanks so much.
Yeah.
Also, we said at the start there's a competition that we're going to tell you about at the end. The competition is leave us a 5-star review.
Yep.
And you could be in with a chance of winning some Kingin' It merch.
Everybody needs Kingin' It merch in their lives.
And if you're not repping the crown already, what are you doing with your life?
I know. Don't even wait to win the competition. Head over to our shop, get yourself a few bits, for the summer. Be lush.
Should we do a little discount code? Because it's going to go up this Sunday anyway.
Do it. We love a discount code for people that actually invest in our podcasts.
So we'll say that the code is Podcast Listening Legends.
iPod Shuffle.
Use the code iPod Shuffle for 10% off.
For 50% off.
But this is going to be for 48 hours only. So if you're listening to this now, get your orders in soon.
Yes.
Other than that, if you're on YouTube, make sure you press subscribe and press the bell so you don't miss a video. Anything else, Sam?
Not really, no.
What are we going to call our tribe?
Answer in next week's podcast. Until then, enjoy yourselves, guys. Get out, put your feet in the dirt, jump in some rivers, listen to some wonderful music, and always remember to rule your own world.
1, 2, 3, bye.